Hey there, welcome everyone. Today we have Kunal. Finally, we are doing this collaboration. I'm so happy to have him here. Kunal is pretty famous in the world of tech Twitter. Yeah, at least for me. For me, you're super famous. And how are you? How's it going?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for having me. Always looking forward to collaborate with like-minded folks, and great work on your channel. And I see you also active on Twitter. And in my community, I always say like be active on Twitter. You can meet some amazing folks. Like I met you, Eddie, and so many other nice people. So yeah, I'm excited to talk about DevOps stuff and community stuff today. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. And hi everyone for joining. Hey Harun, Graham, hey Ho. Yo Francesco, yo Yoshihiro Togashi. Perfect, perfect. So please answer to the poll. Do you know Kunal or not? I see a lot of people. They you know him, but yeah, someone
I see
of
many
course replied
folks.
there are many
Yeah,
Kunals, of course, but
that's understandable. I see many folks from my community, so make sure
Mhm.
you subscribe to Francisco's like channel as well. Some great content available here.
Thank
So yeah,
you.
do check it out.
Thank you. I just had a shout out on my own YouTube channel. This doesn't happen every day. So thank you so much. And of course, there are some links in the description. We will share this for Kunal, of course. So let me share here. Hey there. Hey Arnav. Hey Shubham. I don't know if you are that Shubham that tested me. Arnav. Suraj. Hey Bhavya. Prasun.
Just
Sorry
burn,
for for
just
pronouncing some names very bad.
I
Gaurav.
just burned my mouth
Yeah,
with like hot coffee.
yeah. I usually get a coffee before the stream. Hey, Kunal from Discord. Nice. So we have a lot of people. Okay, Kunal. So let's get started because I would like to know you a little bit more and to know a little bit about your path. So you are pretty young. I don't know what's your age. How old are you? But
22.
you still. How old are you?
I'm 22. I'm in my final year of bachelor's. I graduate next year.
Nice, nice, nice. So yeah, so let's get started. And please tell me a bit more about yourself because I'm super curious.
Yeah, sure. Like, what do you want to know about like hobbies and stuff, or professional stuff, or
Since the beginning, since you were born, we have like
oh,
10 hours,
okay.
or maybe you can make a shorter
Well, I
version.
was,
So
yeah, I'll definitely make a shorter version. I don't want people to get bored. So about me, I am a student. I graduate next year, as you already know. I'm from India, New Delhi, the capital of India, and yeah, that's pretty much about like my life. I was born in 1999, and yeah, I, got started with computer science right from my college. So many people ask, hey, have you been coding since you were a child? Then the answer is no. I seriously started programming in my college. I started college in 2018, so I'm in my fourth year right now, and I'm pursuing bachelor's in computer science and engineering from IP universities college Maharaja Agrasen. It's a not that good college. Yeah, I'm an open source enthusiast. I started contributing to open source since my freshman year. End of my freshman year, I started with the Kubernetes Java client. If you want to check out my open source contributions in that project, often people ask it. Everything is available on GitHub. I made like I think 20, 30 PRs in my Google Summer Code period. So during that time, I felt like, okay, the code I'm writing is actually being used by a lot of people. And the contribution that I made was actually also like the project I was contributing to was also mentioned at KubeCon. So it felt really nice.
nice,
Other
nice.
than
So
that, yeah, I mean, other than that, I just then started doing community work, and then pandemic hit, and I started teaching, and then I started my YouTube channel like in August, and here we are. Yeah, I work at Sivo right now. So you can Sivo is a cloud native service provider. You can check out. You can launch a Kubernetes cluster in an average time of 55 seconds, pretty fast, and we're focusing on simplicity. And so there's a like nice little plug over there. But if you want to check it out, if you want to learn Kubernetes, you can check out co.com/academy.
Yeah, and to be honest, I want to make this interview just to know a little bit more each other. Next time we will talk less and act more. So first of all, let's know a little bit more because I'd be interested because I jumped in one of your live streams and that looked pretty interesting. I see a lot of love in the comments, so much love that I don't know if I can share anyone, but this is a good sign. So huge love. Nice to see it and see you. And then we have also some questions if you want. Drop them, and then I don't know if you can give a very fast sneak peek about this because we talk about DevOps and also advocacy. Can you please tell us when will be DevOps course launch?
I'm planning for like around, it will be launched in around December. And when people are asking, Kunal, when your data structures course will be completed or whatever, I got sick for the past 10 days. That's why no new videos. Otherwise, I would have made new videos. But I think, Francis, you will agree to this as well. Like, health is first priority always, and mental health and all these things as well. So my
Yeah,
how can I record like 4 hour long lectures with a sore throat? So you
yeah,
have to
but
understand a little bit about
yeah,
that.
but yeah, but real content creators they don't get sick, so they can't.
I have cold, but you can definitely expect the DSA bootcamp to resume from tomorrow, and
Nice,
DevOps course will be launched next month for sure.
perfect, perfect. So, hey there. Sounds funny when he pronounced this name. Sorry. Arkirat. I don't know. I try. And, okay, so this was a very good introduction just to have an idea. And I see that you put a lot of effort in what you do. So I have a question about the niche that you have chosen because this is also my niche. So I'm also pretty much in the DevOps world. So why DevOps? Is there a special reason? Of course, we do other stuff, but I see that a lot of content you do is related to to DevOps. So why? Why
Yeah,
DevOps?
I tried various things in my high school, in my college. I tried web dev, I tried mobile development, machine learning, DevOps, and things like that. So my first open source contribution was in a DevOps related field. It was a Kubernetes Java client by Red Hat middleware. And ever since then, like with CNCF and in Kubernetes contributing, that's sort of how my journey started. And I have gotten roles, like I got roles. So my journey with DevOps started with open source, to be quite frank. And then I started mentoring in DevOps programs like open source programs like Google Summer of Code and stuff. I was a mentor for Red Hat middleware in the same project in which I was a contributor. So that's sort of how my journey started. To answer your question, why DevOps? I don't know. I had to pick something for my career. I chose DevOps because it was interesting, and I it was like a new field. And Kubernetes most like it, it's not that old, the tech, right? It was just like donated to CNCF by Google, I think in 2014. So lots of opportunities. If you just Google right now the job opportunities in the DevOps space, you will find quite a lot. So I think like as a safe career path as well, that is also why I chose it. But the main reason for me was the passion behind it. Like I really enjoyed the field, I really enjoyed learning. And one more reason is has been the community. I personally love the cloud native community, the CNCF Foundation, and for example, I got to meet folks from around the world at KubeCon in 2019 in San Diego. And now we are such a huge we are, all of the people together, right, are the huge part of the CNCF ecosystem, and the support I've gotten has been tremendous. So I started the KubeCon like the student track with the help of Bill. So huge shout out to Bill. And now you can see that the CFP is open for KubeCon Europe, and over there you can see that there's a special student track. So we made that happen. That's how supportive these people are, right? You have an idea, you pitch in, they make it happen, right? I started the official CNCF students community. So we conduct so many events. We're doing Cloud Native Hackathon. So this is why I love this community. Like everyone has a voice, and we're doing big things, for the students, because this is what the CNCF is also focusing on. Like who is going to maintain these projects after people have retired or whatever a few years down the line. They need the new folks joining the community, more younger people joining the community. So to be quite frank, yeah, passion. I enjoyed working. I got opportunities in this field. I'm good at this field. That's also one of the reasons. And it's also fun, to work in this field. So I work at CO right now. So I'm a student right now, so I'm working like as an intern slash part time stuff. But I'll be joining full time when I graduate in next year. So most of the opportunities I have gotten, like dozens of opportunities, most of them were like related to DevOps because of my like profile that I have online. Which is why I tell everyone learn in public and network with people, attend events and stuff. So overall, it has been a good journey, but my journey has just started. I'm a student, and yeah, is DevOps beginner friendly? Someone is asking. Yes. Um, if you're interested, why not? Even Linux Foundation has many DevOps internship programs for students. I'm having trouble hearing you. Yeah. Sorry, could you say that again? My Siri went off. Anyway.
It always happens to me also during my live streams. I don't know why.
It only happens during live streams only. But anyway.
Yeah. Nice. So they're also asking, how are you? I see that you are, let's say, not recovered 100%, but at least
I'm not.
But you are very good.
I'm better, but yeah.
But you are very good at muting your microphone when you cough. So you are doing a really good job for now. Nice. Perfect. Yeah, hi everyone. We had a question like from which college?
Yeah, I answered that already. Mars Aggressor Institute of Technology, IP University. You can also find that on my LinkedIn. Just try to Google a little bit.
Exactly. Hey. And I also see that I've interviewed a lot of people, a lot of Docker captains, people from the DevOps world. I think that all the people who are passionate about Docker are already on my YouTube channel. So you were one of the few missing. And I see that DevOps people, they like to interact a lot. I don't know why, but this is something that I noticed. It's nice. Maybe is DevOps tough?
It depends on person to person. So if you don't have interest, you will maybe find it tough or boring. If you are interested, then you're gonna love it. So I think like not just DevOps, in any field you are going. If you are passionate about it, if you are having fun learning, because learning should never stop. Today we are using K8s. A few years down the line, who knows, right? But one thing that is change is inevitable, but the learning should never stop, right? So it's up to you. Like try it out. If you like it, sure. If you don't, then there's plenty of other things to do.
Exactly. I think it's as asking like if CSS is tough or not. It depends if you like
Yeah,
that
for example,
or not.
I hate CSS.
Okay, we are on the same boat.
So for me, CSS is very tough because I don't find interest in doing it. But people are like, Kunal, your website looks pretty nice or whatever. Or when you were teaching, I also taught development previously. You taught it in a very good way, or you were teaching CSS and stuff. Yeah, that's fine. But I don't enjoy doing it. I don't have fun doing front end. I hate it.
Exactly. And usually when you don't like something, you are not super good at that because you don't do that. So we have a pretty basic questions, but I like that people, they jump into these live streams because just to get started. So the most basic question that can come up in my mind. So what is DevOps, sir?
Yeah, you don't have to call me sir. It's,
I read the
I'm
comment.
probably your age. Yeah, I'm talking to the people in the comments as well. And on the open source community, we don't call each other sir or ma'am or whatever. It does not matter how senior the person is, right? We just say their name. But in India, we have this thing. But anyway, DevOps is just a set of practices, right? It's just combining your software and your the operations. Like you have the development phase where you're like building applications or whatever, and then you're making sure that the changes that you're making are not breaking, and then there's the operation cycle in it. So basically it's a set of practices. It's not like a role. So the idea is that so for example, an open source project, for example, it's like never complete, right? You see that open source projects, they get they keep getting like new versions and stuff. So for example, you already have, let's say there's a project and you're contributing to it, and you make a change in the code sample, right? Now you're like, hey, I made these changes, can you please merge these changes? Now the person is going to be like, okay, how are we so sure that the changes after merging are not going to break these existing changes, right? So there needs to be like this continuous feedback whenever you like merge your change or whatever, like the real time like communication part. Okay, so for example, you make a change and it in a big repository, when you make a change, it will run some CI/CD checks, pipeline checks. So if there's all turn green, 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 your PR will be merged. Okay, so that's basically how it happens. Then your project will be like then deployed. For that you use tools like Docker and K8s and things like that. And then you basically monitor your changes. So you monitor like, hey, how many people are using my application, what are the load, what is the load on this server or whatever, and if there's any service that went down. So basically the monitoring part you can have, you can use tools like Thanos or Prometheus or Grafana or whatever things like that. And then you give your continuous feedback to your team, and then you plan for the next version of your application, and then you build on top of that, right? So you can use build tools like we use like version control system, like Git is there, GitLab is there, Docker is there, and things like that. And then you do another you make a PR, you make a change. So this entire life cycle thing is sort of like the set of practices which we call like DevOps. So if you're talking about what a DevOps engineer like knows or understands, like with the roles. So DevOps itself is not like a role. It's more like a set of practices. So we talk about DevOps, we talk about like SREs and stuff. So all these things like the CI/CD stuff, configuration management, for example, version control is pretty basic stuff. But yeah, infrastructure as code, talking about Kubernetes and containers and things like that, monitoring, logging, testing, things like that. Yeah, that's sort of like a general overview.
Yeah, perfect. I think that this can also sound intimidating. Maybe if someone tries to check that, there is that famous table somewhere with all the technologies in the DevOps. I don't know if you ever shared that.
The CNCF landscape.
Exactly, and that's pretty intimidating if you check that. But we should see this as a good thing, that there are many tools and you can choose. There are also many different languages, but then you have to choose just some of them.
No one knows all the tools.
I think that the tools, they grow at a faster rate than we can ever learn. So, so yes. We also have a question about machine learning. So you also do something related to that?
Yeah, I teach ML. I love machine learning. I love teaching machine learning. So I'll be launching the course in January. For someone who's asking, Kedar.
So now, since he has been sick, he'll not celebrate any holiday. He'll just be recording. Yes.
I'll try.
Yeah, please be patient. Yes. This is interesting. Any prerequisites for DevOps course? Very good question.
For my course, none. Because I want to make sure that even beginners can join. But in general, if you're speaking about it, then yeah, just basics of like obviously Linux, right? So how the Linux commands, Linux file system, permissions, things like that. Other than that, obviously networking, how the internet works, IP addresses, basic networking commands and things like that. After that, just jump into containers and you're good to go. Just keep learning. And by the way, when we're talking about learning, then hands-on approach is crucial when we talk about DevOps. So you can Dockerize, like apply these practices on your own applications, or you can use something like katakoda.com that provides scenarios that you can work with.
Yeah. So while you are waiting, if you miss some of these prerequisites, you can get ready for this course. Right. This would be a good idea. Nice. How can we make the same with web dev? I don't know what you are talking about.
That's a whole different topic, right? Web dev itself is a different topic.
Yeah, let's think about this because we have a lot of questions that I can't take them all, but I'm trying. So I would like since the title is DevOps. The DevOps Advocate, something like that. I don't know if we can define ourselves as some DevOps advocates. I don't know if this will become a term someday. But can you also talk about the links and maybe how your DevOps career now is also related to developer advocacy?
Yeah, so developer advocacy, a developer advocate is like a developer's best friend, right? So there are a lot of names and there are a little bit tiny of differences, but I think it overlaps in a lot of places. So when you talk about technical evangelism, developer relations, developer advocacy, or things like that. So if you're talking about developer advocacy, I learned about this from Kai, with whom I work with at Civo. He's also a developer advocate. So there's two strands to it. One is the outward developer advocacy, and one is the inward developer advocacy. So outward basically means that you're at a conference and you're outreaching your product, like, hey, you should use this. You can use, this is how we are trying to solve the problem. And uh, for example, my role as a developer advocate, creating content, working on documentation. And people ask, do developer advocates code? Yes, we do. We do coding part as well. So it's not like it's like a really good balance between the people skills and the technical skills. So obviously technical skills are required. It's not like a marketing sort of a role. So you need to have hands-on coding experience or whatever. And yeah, at least in my role and many people that I have worked with, yeah, it's important, and we do get to do quite a lot of it. So yeah, I mean, just outreaching the product and making sure, like, giving and receiving feedback and all these other things. But the second thing is inward developer advocacy. So every single, these companies, they have like developers and employees and stuff who work on the product, or the team behind the product. So communicating it with them, like, everything is not like 100% perfect. So communicating with them, like, hey, we have received this feedback, maybe we'd like to implement this, we'd like to try this. And just connecting the dots. So that's that one person, like a developer advocate. It's like the person that sits between the outside, the outreach of the company, and the inside inward reach of the company as well. So that's mostly what the role is about. Working closely with the teams, outreaching the product, and trying to see, like, how you can uh, outreach the product to more and more developers and solve their problems. So as I mentioned, developer advocacy is a developer's best friend. But yeah, if you love content creation, if you love documentation writing, and if you love the domain in which you're in a developer advocate, be that DevOps or web dev or ML or whatever. So yeah, but I mean, you can see there's so many developer advocates, like, at even at TensorFlow. I know, like, Jason is there, and so many people in cloud native who are doing all these amazing things. So yeah, it's definitely an amazing field. I'm loving it. I get to travel a lot. I get to meet people from around the world, and yeah, it's fun. I get to learn a lot every day.
Yeah, and I hope that one day we will meet at some random Kubernetes conference. We will also meet. Though this is not impossible. Let's say next year. Let's keep in touch, because I also travel a
Yeah.
lot. I'm also a developer advocate now, so
Yeah, now
uh,
now the ban is lifted, so hopefully
I,
next KubeCon.
let's see. Let's see. Yes, yes. Yeah, yeah. I'm planning maybe also to participate as a speaker the next DockerCon. Let's see. I have still to
That's nice.
prepare something, but that will be nice. Start journey. We have answered about this. How much months it takes to grab an offer like yours? I don't know
Okay.
if he's talking about an offers
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
in a developer
Mm,
advocacy. I don't know.
I would recommend. The thing is, what's wrong with people is they only see the good part of my life. They don't see the failures that I've faced, right? So it doesn't matter how many offers I have gotten via open source and stuff. I see people getting these such offers like every day, right? And they all that they have in common is they have a good developer profile, they work hard, they network, and they get offers. But I've also received like a lot of rejections. So be ready for rejections. Rejections are a part of life. But I think, like, it's a very vague question, like how much time it takes. It's it's not like a fixed time. If you have a good profile, if you know what you're doing, if you enjoy your work, and if you're able to you just network with people and work hard and have something to showcase, I think you should not be having a problem getting such remote offers or whatever. But yeah, obviously I cannot put like a number on that, like, okay, you will definitely get a job after these many months. No, just it depends on how much efforts you're putting in. How much efforts you put in, that you'll get back that much.
Yeah, I always share this. I'll be super fast, but I've been rejected for an interview as an almost free internship, and that day I thought that was very bad for me, and I started also to doubt myself. After some months, I started to work for the European Space Agency. So being rejected in that interview, it has been one of the best days of my life. So don't think that the reaction is something
Yeah,
bad. Maybe they're
the
just finding
reaction
another
stuff is
another
like,
person. Yeah.
I am a huge believer in, like, whatever happens for a reason. So I actually, like, I got reached out for an internship at Red Hat California in my second year of college, but then they were like, you are too young and we don't really like, we love your profile. They conducted an interview as well and everything was nice, but then they were like, try to reach out next year or whatever. But that was like a good thing because then I got introduced to MLH fellowship and stuff. And then when COVID thing happened and my Google offer was revoked, then also I was like, okay, this is a good thing because then I was introduced to Sivo, and now I think uh, I am saying no to opportunities like every month now because I really love working at Sivo. So I think like whatever happened for good. I ended up at a very amazing company, and I can't wait to see what happens next.
Nice, nice. Yeah, yes, and sometimes yeah, it's not about you. Maybe they are looking for yeah. Maybe I don't know. The managers say that this is stupid in my opinion, but they've decided this, so I don't know why even they contacted you. But okay,
Yeah.
let's go on. Manish. Hope you're
It
feeling
happens.
good.
I know, like Anais, for example, she gave all of her interviews at Microsoft for a role, and then in the end, they were like, "We, you don't have experience working in a big company." So it's their loss, right? I mean, we are already happy where we are right now.
I don't know. Yeah. Same package web there. But we have, in this, we have already a lot of things to talk about. How was DevOps for you in the beginning? For me, it was very bad. But I don't know for you.
Yeah, lots of learning experiences. I yeah, learned a lot and asked a lot of questions. Got stuck a lot. Yeah, just get start and learn on the go. It's the best thing you can do.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's just maybe start small, starting with something that you have, and I'll say that yeah, maybe you need to make practice in DevOps. Okay, the theory is important. I love math, for example. I need to check some of your DSA videos. Sometimes I check them. People they share them. So one day I'll go and I'll check them because I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Mm, Let's again. This is already
So
done. DevOps versus this is interesting. Maybe DevOps versus full stack, which is better. This is a nice title for a catchy video. Maybe one day I'll make this.
it's not a this or that question. Um, I do both, but my role right now is DevOps. So I think it's dependent on interest. To be quite frank, if you're talking about opportunities, tons of opportunities in both.
Yes, yes. By the way, I'm skipping, but there are many people saying hi for me, to you, to bot, speed recovery. How are you? So we had, I'm skipping somewhere there. Some here, CSS, news flex. This is what is it? DevOps is a good practice for any development cycles and most of the test cases are covered. Yes, this is the link of his YouTube channel. Please check it out. Um, okay, nice. So about your community, because I see that now you're also, I don't know, you are the founder of the community. Can you talk about the community and also how this is related to the other activities? I see that we have something in common, that we do a lot of stuff. So both of us. So how do you connect? Because when you have many activities, you have to connect them. I have also my community, the developer advocacy, the DevOps, the videos, the live streams, and Twitter, which is half of my day. So yeah, how is your community, and yeah, what's the idea?
The idea is simple. Like in India, three things are very messed up. One is education, second is mentorship, and third is hiring. So that's what I'm trying to fix, and I'm trying to do it like for free. So I'm not charging. People have fixed it already. There are some amazing tech startups who are fixing it, but they're charging a lot of money for it, and I want to do it for free. So that's basically the community. Right now, I'm focusing more on content, then I'll focus on the mentorship part, and then I'll focus on the hiring part. The mentorship and hiring part will go like side by side. I've already collaborated with a lot of companies and communities and stuff. So huge plans will come once I am done with the content part. So around next year, February or something, I'll be doing something for the hiring and mentorship part. So basically, I'm going to do exclusively things for students who don't get any opportunities on campus, right? So in India, we have the tier system of colleges. So tier one colleges are like pretty amazing, in which like Google and Facebook, which now Meta and all these other big companies directly recruit students from these colleges. Some colleges don't get this advantage, so I want to help those people. So anything I do, it won't be open to all. It will only be open to tier 3 colleges. Tier 1 college students will not be eligible to take part in these initiatives at all. So, and I will give these people opportunities that many tier 1 college students dream of, because with open source and remote work, you can easily make an amazing living and work life balance. And no one really cares what college you are from. No one really cares what branch you are from in remote work and things. If you can code, if you can do what you claim you can do, you got the job, right? That's how it works. So that's what I want to do for the community. I want to focus on tier 3 students, because tier 1 students already have their future sorted, but tier 3 students do not.
And I heard that you mentioned the open source. And once if you mention 3 times open source at Jau, they will jump wherever you are. So hey, idea to some people, of course, it's you and Kunal. And yes, so let's see here something. Open source is for everyone. And okay, nice, perfect. This is an interesting question. What is the difference between DevOps and the Linux administrator? You are muted. You are muted.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
I think it's like a subpart. Yeah, it's not like this or that. It's like I think a subpart of DevOps, right? So basically, what is a yeah.
Yes, it's maybe before DevOps existed, we just had like
Yeah.
sysadmins and administrators. So
Yeah.
maybe now they are moving a bit into more DevOps, I think.
I think they mostly focus on like the networking part, right? So like the security of your network and things, just firewalls and things like that. So I think like it was the system administration part. I think that was like definitely before the DevOps one, but I think now it comes under the DevOps rule. Correct me if I'm wrong, anyone in the comments.
Yes. So Shubhan is asking about package differentiation, software developer versus DevOps engineer. Another catchy title. So I'll write this down.
Well, again, like it depends on company. If you're talking about a software developer at a really big FANG type company outside India, they pay quite a lot. Google pays like 6 digits or whatever, and in DevOps as well, you get quite a lot. Again, depends on company to company. So if you want to be successful either in software development or DevOps, yeah, you can be successful in both. Pick anything you like, do what you love. Packages are like not dependent on these fields per se, but the companies and the role itself.
Yeah, and he said that can I make you all jealous? I'm doing what Kunal said, coding remotely from a beach in Bali. So the hard thing is to open your laptop, I think, there. Sometimes you can also pretend that you have no connection just because you want to go to the beach, and that's a very nice excuse. Nice. And yes. Nice. So, which are your future plans? So now when you will get better, because so I see that you are, for example, for the community or for advocacy. Is there something that is going to happen in the next months? Let's say we are about at the end of 2021. This year really it flew. So yes, something interesting that is going to happen. Hey there.
Yeah, I'm gonna be launching courses, and we have the Cloud Native Hackathon. So we have prizes more than $12,000. So we are giving away in prizes like the new MacBooks, iPhone 13 Pro, iPads, PlayStation 5, Air Jordans,
I see
a
a lot
lot
of
more
Air
stuff.
Jordans pictures.
Yeah.
I see a lot of them. Yeah, nice.
So it's like the hackathon is great, and other than that, I'm planning many in-person events outside India, internationally. So we'll be doing. I don't want to ruin anything. I'm just planning a lot more things, so please stay tuned. But for now, for the next 2 months, I'm just going to focus on content. After that, I'll launch new initiatives. But yeah, do check out the Cloud Native Hackathon. You can take part next month. It's starting on 9th December. You can register it right now. Already 2,000 people have registered. Yeah.
Nice. So this is going to be very interesting. Very interesting. Nice. Nice. Perfect. So I think we have other questions. We have many. So can you tell us? No, here is for Eddie. Let's say this one. No, was the answer. We're working professional eligible for your portal. War from no. This was an
Yes.
answer. Yeah.
Yes.
Let's see.
If you are from Tier 3 college, you are eligible, but
Maybe this is
Tier 1 students
interesting.
are not.
In the DevOps Hackathon, how much experience should we have?
Sure. So the cloud native hackathon, like it's themed around cloud native, but we have like non-cloud native prizes as well, like Twilio and some other sponsor prizes.
He's very good at muting his microphone, by the way.
Yeah. So I think like even if you don't know anything about DevOps, you can take part because there are non-DevOps prizes as well, right? So even machine learning prizes are there that have nothing to do with DevOps. But the overall theme and motivation is to get people involved in working with DevOps. So check it out.
Yeah, we are over 100 viewers, so this is great. This is great. People they want to become millionaires while pursuing DevOps profession. So, like if DevOps profession is something that you do at a side while you become a millionaire. I don't know. I see that they are
I,
on the bot side.
I I don't know how to like become a millionaire or whatever, but yeah.
I think the best way is to focus on not becoming a millionaire and doing what you like and doing this very good. And then people
Yeah.
will hunt you like they are doing with you now. Yes. Rust and Golang seem to be the prevalent languages in the DevOps ecosystem. Your thoughts, and do you have any
Yeah.
experience with them?
I have experience with Golang, but not Rust. But I'm looking forward to learning more about it. Yeah, it's being used quite a lot in most cloud native tools. If you go to the CNCF projects, you can see Golang is everywhere. Rust is everywhere. The reason being, it's like very memory efficient, right? And they focus on like speed and like security and like a performance. So, for example, if you're talking about Rust, it's used to develop like like your uh, operating systems or like tools and even game engines, for examples, and file systems and things like that. So reason for it being so popular is because yeah, it's memory efficient and you can jump from some different language to Rust or Golang. If you're jumping from Java to Golang, you won't find an issue. If you're jumping from C to Golang, you won't find much issues. So yeah, it's pretty efficient as compared to like other languages. So that's one of the reasons it's being used. Also, like for networking part, it's pretty handy.
Yeah, and I think that the answer is pretty much the same. So I've used the Golang a bit. I've never used the Rust, but this is one of the on my to-do list in the 2022. I don't know if it's the same for you,
Yeah,
but this is
no,
usually
yeah, yeah.
the period of
M-
time. I don't
Many
know.
people many
That
people many people are saying many people I look up to, they work with Rust and things like
yeah,
that. So yeah,
maybe
I think it's the next
that
thing.
would be
Let's see.
funny just to take a look at Rust maybe one day together. I don't know, but it's interesting. It's interesting. I've already seen something. Um, Tell me about yourself. No, no, because this is here. I think I thought enough about me. If you want, you can invite me. Does full stack development comes under DevOps development part? Maybe I've asked the answer this. Huh?
DevOps is like development plus operations, so it's like you can take it as a part. Yeah, fine. Do what
Yes,
you want.
it's included. It's included about the set, math set. Tell me comment, but I don't see yours. Mm, this is interesting, Mohammed. Um, please give a short brief on how to start to learn DevOps for beginners. This is the questions that I get more often. Like how to get started with Docker, the roadmap, the resources. So of course the answer can change, but what can you say here?
Yeah, sure. So first of all, a little bit knowledge of like programming. So some languages like Python can really help you, and like we were talking about right now, Golang and Rust and things like that. Um, as I mentioned before, basics of like networking and operating system and like Linux and things like that. and then you can learn about like command line tools and bash scripting, for example. Someone was talking about Linux, like sys administration and things like that. So over there also, if you check out the Linux system administration course by Linux Foundation, there you can see like similar concepts that are being used, like you will use in a DevOps related role as well, like networking and file systems and all these other things, bash scripting and terminal stuff basically, right? And then you learn about like networking, your protocols, and simple like how the internet works, OSI model, IP addresses, and things like that. And then you learn a little bit about some development just so that you have something to practice. Web development is nice, just learn about simple how web server works and yeah, something like that. Then you learn about like containers and stuff, like you can learn about Docker, and you can learn about like Kubernetes. You can learn about infrastructure as code like Terraform, and yeah, some things like that. And then you can just learn about some other tools, like when we talk about DevOps, like CI/CD monitoring is there. Monitoring also two type. You have infrastructures, and then you have your application monitoring. So you can learn about that. You can learn about logging, and then you can finally also side by side you can then learn about cloud providers. So you can learn about CIVO or other hyperscalers or whatever uh, you wanna learn about, and then things just go to the CNCF landscape, check out all the amazing projects, and learn about other things like the serverless stuff coming out. Chaos engineering is there, chaos native is there, um, things like that. Yeah, just explore.
Perfect. Kunal is a gem, and gems should be saved. Nice one. You asked the question posted on Twitter. I've checked the questions on Twitter, and we have some questions. So we are all basically the same about how to get started. We have just a question by Fahem. He asks, "Do you believe that there would be many opportunities in the future for the students for DevOps or not? So maybe in the future this will be something that will increase in or not."
Yeah, it will increase. There are a lot more opportunities even right now. So if you know DevOps, you would not find it difficult to find a job. I personally know tons of startups coming out in DevOps who are going to be amazing, who are going to be really big in the coming few years. They are actually doing a lot of amazing things, and you will soon see some news about them. So get on it. Yeah.
Nice. And in a couple of years, I'll come back on this video, and we will tell you we told you this. So let's see. There is also a compliment for me sometimes. So great work, friendly nature. Thank you so much. This is very interesting. This is something that really matters a lot to me, because I'm not a non-native speaker. How can we improve our soft skill? Like I don't know if English is a soft skill, but communication for sure is. What can we
Yeah.
say about this? And by the way, let me play the devil's advocate role. Can they be improved or not?
Yeah, I did a podcast with Kelsey Hightower. He mentioned that there are no such things as soft skills and hard skills. They are just skills, right? People skills. So I think like to answer your specific question, communication skills. If you're talking about in English, then yeah, try to see such podcasts. If you're having difficulty in understanding, try to see, watch it with subtitles. YouTube adds subtitles. I would highly recommend getting out of your comfort zone and actually talking to people directly. This will really boost your confidence as well, and no one is going to like mock you or anything, because in these big communities like CNCF, there's a strict code of conduct. Like you cannot really, mock someone for their language or where they're from or whatever. So even if you are not very good in English, like your communication part, and you're talking to someone, they can't really say anything bad to you, for example. So you got nothing to lose, but you have a lot more to gain. So to improve your communication skills, communicate.
Yeah, and let me say very fast that this series, I started this series just to improve my English. Now you can see that I'm selfish, but I started about 1 year ago. It was like a recording with one of my friends, and now it's something. We have also a nice title now at the beginning, but in the beginning it was just some Zoom calls. Yes, and so for example, this is what I did. It's a bit awkward in the beginning, but if you really want to improve, it's something that for sure you can do. Yes, I like this one. DevOps terms are scary. I can agree
Yeah,
sometimes. Yeah.
it will take time to learn on the go. Anais, for example, she only started, I think, last year or last year, but she's doing amazing work and learning while contributing. So learn while contributing. I think that's the best advice I can give you. Plus, I'm launching my course soon, so that should help you. But I always say that you will not find a single DSA complete course like the one that I have in progress on YouTube, and I stand by my statement. One more course that you will definitely not find on YouTube for free to the quality of what these edtech startup provides is machine learning. But like really, you people are saying Andrew NG or Coursera or whatever. Yeah, these are great resources, but these are nothing compared to what these amazing edtech startups are teaching. Right? The Andrew NG courses, they're not teaching the internal implementation, they're not teaching the custom implementation, they're not teaching the all these the complete derivations and stuff. It's more like on the overview, but amazing person. Like I have also learn from them, right? So Stanford and there's the MIT Open Courseware or online Stanford lectures, big data courses or whatever, hours and hours of lectures. But that's sort of like a more on the theory part and the advanced part. People don't really watch those videos because they mostly look uh, for the practical implementation. So it is not a this or that question. For data structures as well, you can see MIT Open Courseware has an introduction to algorithms course. A beginner cannot watch that course, right? A beginner will not understand. They just it's amazing content. I have watched that entire course and I loved it. I would highly recommend everyone watching it. But it's again not a this or that question. It's like that is a different domain. What the edtech startups are teaching, what is actually required for interview preparation, those sorts of courses are very different. Those sorts of courses you are not going to find on YouTube as such. That is my personal belief for for data structure algorithms and machine learning. But you will find tons of such courses for web development. Free code camp is there, amazing resources. Anything you want to learn, free code camp already has done like the
Yeah, we
complete web development
have
already.
also Mike of
It's
Frigo Camp.
it's
Let's see
over.
if we are
You
mentioning that.
yeah, you wanna start with web development, best resources already available online. If there's one single course that I would never recommend in your life to pay for, it's web development. Already tons of resources are there on web development. I think you had David on your channel as well, right? He also has his own amazing YouTube channel. So web development is my personal opinion. Never pay for a course. Never ever pay for a web development mentorship either, because Twitter is full of web developers who are ready to mentor you. Francisco, I believe you will agree. So Twitter, Twitter profile. So some people are like, "Hey, I'm paying for this course thousands and thousands of rupees or thousands of dollars or whatever because I'll get mentorship or what." No, you want web development mentorship, you can directly get mentored by people on Twitter. I think web development Twitter is the biggest development Twitter, right? You can see so many JavaScript influencers who are ready to help you out for free. So this is my personal view. So definitely, I say that DSA and machine learning you will not find, but I'm also saying web development and one more, DevOps. You will find content on this a lot on YouTube for free. You don't even have to watch my content. You can start right now. So for example, for DevOps, you can see Tech with Nana, Anais, Sayam, um, um, Chris, Rockwood, Pop. So all these people are already doing amazing work, right? Tech with Nana literally has entire courses on Docker and Kubernetes and stuff. So I
Yeah.
give credit where their credit is valuable, credit is valid. So for DevOps and web development and even mobile development, you'll find tons of resources. You don't need to pay for any high paid courses. If you want mentorship, Twitter is there.
Yeah, and I agree. And we were thinking about using as a title this one about DevOps the advocacy or teaching should be for everyone. So we are also
Mhm.
talking about this now because I think we have a similar thoughts about how education should be. That should be for
Mm.
everyone. Should be accessible to people that maybe they
Paying
don't
for
have
education
this.
is fine. Paying for education is fine. Like
Yeah.
having your own paid courses are totally okay, and I support such people as well, right? So Devad and Tech with Nana, the same people I gave shout outs right now, they have their paid courses as well, and they deserve it because they're working hard, and content creators deserve to be paid, right? But the idea is there should be accessibility of education. So the same paid courses that they are providing, I want these paid courses to be accessible for free as well, which is something I'm going to do for web development, machine learning, and data structure algorithms. I'm already doing, and all these other domains as well. So I highly recommend checking out. Obviously, I'm giving shout outs to these people, but for people who cannot afford these courses, there should be an alternative. So it's not about this or that. It's just about accessibility should be there, and let the person decide what they want to do.
Yeah, perfect. I totally agree with this. I'm nothing against the people who work a lot,
Most
maybe on,
definitely,
on
yeah.
creating a course.
Hmm.
Maybe it's more an advice. If you know, if
Yeah,
you don't have a lot of resources, don't spend
yeah.
what you don't spend what you earned in a one whole year just to get a paid course because you think that's
Hmm.
the best one. Maybe this is the
Yeah,
tip
and
we can
I
do.
I'm agreeing. Like, I am saying these are the best courses, but that's the problem. They are not available for free, and that is what I'm trying to solve.
Yes, yes.
Right? It's just a simple observation. Like, if everything is available for free, then why are paid courses in such demand? Because not everything is available for free. That's the harsh reality. There isn't a free course available for free. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, and Eddie is coding in our comment section and PM install. Kunal, nice. We've seen a lot of some questions about, but this can be applied to any language. Like, can Java developers do DevOps? Like, if you were like different ones, and
Yeah,
is
yeah, you
Java
can.
helpful in learning DevOps? And this can I
Yeah,
think we can replace Java with any language.
yeah. There's so many Java tools, like there's Jenkins, there's Elasticsearch, there's Kubernetes Java client that I contributed to. So yeah, yes, you can.
Perfect. Um,
Quarkus is there.
I see a lot of comments. There are too many. Today I'm struggling. Java helpful. Let's take this one. The best advice I got from Kunal is first learn about things rather than dreaming of big packages. Yeah, I agree. Sometimes I think one of the problems with development is sometimes it's a bit overwhelming if you see there are too many informations and then you have to maybe decide your roadmap, your personal roadmap. It also can change because maybe in 3 years something totally new will come. But yeah, usually yes. This is. Let's get a little bit different one, just to talk a little bit about something else. The grow on social media, grow your network. Let's try to put a little bit out of topic question, but I like this one.
As a grow your network based on what you are interested in. For example, I don't really know any hardware engineers. I'm not interested in hardware. I know relatively few hardware engineers. So network to learn, not just don't just network like, okay, this person will give me a job after a few years. No, like, just build your network to learn from folks and just communicate and things like that. Learn from their experiences. So how to grow on Twitter? Yeah, just share the good work you are doing. You can connect, you can comment on other people's tweets, help others. So if someone asking for some resources, you can share some resources. Don't be needy, don't be like read it or follow me back or whatever. Don't do that. I think, like, just be consistent and try to solve problems and you will grow. Once you reach a certain stage that you have a following, you have a family on Twitter or whatever, like I do, then you can post anything. Like, I post shoes, right? But if you have like 2 followers and you're posting about shoes, like, no one is going to like watch that. So what I do now is, like, it's good for a human touch. Like, Eddie posts his beach pictures, right? So that's like a good human touch. Like, Eddie's having fun. So I think, have your own
Yeah.
identity and and just solve problems is what I would recommend.
Yeah, I really like. I think this was just a very small Twitter crash course, like in 30 seconds. He
We can
said
talk about
basically
that a lot. Yeah.
talk to them on this, and yes, I usually give the same advice. So if you are on Twitter because you're looking for a job, you're looking to change your life, maybe it's better to focus on helping others, provide value every day, and then of course in that case you grow. Once you have your audience, you have a couple of jobs and you get one job offer every day, I think you can also relax a bit, share more about your life, you show your
Mm.
personal point of view. So I totally agree with this answer. I like that. Yes. So we have to close in 5 minutes. So I see that a lot of people have jumped in this live stream. We don't have time to take all the all the questions. Kunal, can we make a conclusion, a wrap up? Usually, I give the opportunity to give a final message to the people that are in the streams, and also they will watch this after this. So yes, please. Thank you.
Yeah, so since the topic was DevOps, definitely it's an amazing field to get into. If it is for you or not, just try it out and you'll know. If it's for you, then great. If it's not, then there are plenty of other opportunities. Other than that, just get involved. Get involved in the community. Join Twitter. Twitter is great. You can meet a lot of amazing folks, and just learn on the go. You don't need to be like perfect in order to contribute. So yeah, just learn on the go and hope for the best. And definitely, like there are plenty of jobs for everyone, so don't worry. In DevOps at least. And yeah, join the Discord community. Subscribe to Francisco's channel, and just if you're watching this stream, you're already there. Like you know, taking part in any opportunity you get. So we also hold like Twitter Spaces sessions and stuff, so you can join that, and just yeah, take a shot at every opportunity. If you miss, then don't worry, try another one and learn from your mistakes.
Perfect. Really loved this. I like. To be honest, I love the very natural come out. You don't have like a. Some people they have like a monologue. I don't have that. I usually say just say what I have in my mind. So I only. I love your style. I love what you do. I admire what you do, and I probably stay other 10 minutes saying compliments. But this is. I think that I see your effort. If you are a content creator, you can understand the effort that you can make. So thank you for jumping on this live stream, and even if you're not totally recovered. So I really appreciate this. And yes, so say hi, start to say bye. And yes, Kunal. So I hope to do something together as soon as possible. We can pick up any
Yeah.
any topic. We can
When
code
I'm
along.
launching the when I launch the DevOps Bootcamp, I'll one thing I
Hmm,
really want to do is I have a lot of following, but many other folks who do such amazing work, they don't. I really wish they did. So I'm basically going to give them a platform and put them out there. Like okay, because so many people doing amazing work in the cloud native YouTube space, so I really want to help them
I see.
grow as well. Yes, I'm going to do a big collab with them.
Perfect, perfect. So I'm up for that. Let's keep in touch. Remember to also stay a bit with your family during the holidays. So okay, so thank you. Perfect. This has been really
Awesome.
great. And yes, see you next time. I'll try to jump on your live streams when I see them, of course. If I'm not in a live stream too. Perfect. So hi, bye everyone. Yeah, please
Bye.
remember to of course to follow him basically everywhere. This can really change your life. Do that because he's doing an
It's
amazing
in the end,
job.
it's one last thing I want to share is when in the end
Yes,
it's all your hard work. Like I never take credit. Like I'm even saying it right now. If you get a job via my course or whatever, it's like if it was me that was giving you a job, then every single like 1 lakh 100,000 people who watch my videos, everyone would make it. But that's not the reality. The reality is only few people make it, and it's all your hard work. You should give yourself credit. I'm just like the medium, but the hard work is all yours. Yeah. So you should give yourself the credit and not me.
and I think that this is really shows the mindset of the teacher because a real teacher says exactly what you say now. So I really appreciate that. We are
All
done
right.
for
Thanks, everyone.
today, sadly, and so
Bye.
see you next time. Bye bye.
Yep. Bye.
Bye bye.